good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in internet world. Welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. If you're here by the title, congratulations, you made it. Yeah, this just in, right? This is not hype news. This is just the real news, and that is crypto. Crypto is at the top, ladies and gentlemen. We have hit the heights of major influential traditional institutions. This is the beginning. Yes, this is the beginning, and it's making waves in the cryptosphere for those who are already connected and doing their due diligence, which is highly important when operating in this space. hmm So let's talk about it. BlackRock investing in crypto mining farms. You could go ahead and Google it, and you could go ahead and YouTube it. That's why I'm on YouTube. These decisions, these plays by these international companies, uh, it's highly resounding, right? Even in terms of how they are behaving, what they're operating in right now as we speak, speaking directly to countries, foreign countries, and trying to get them to invest their whole pension scheme with them. It's incredible. It's incredible. And countries are signing up for this, man, because that's how much money BlackRock has. Or I shouldn't say that's the amount of assets that they have control over. Now, if you have been living under some sort of rock somewhere or have been living in another dimension, BlackRock is the company on the planet, right, with the most wealth. However, I just want to put a point to note that one of those assets that BlackRock holds is Bitcoin. I'm just saying, the top company, the top investment firm in the world, in terms of, you know, and from a regional point of view, because they're not global, right? Although they are talking to a global investment firm, which is that just speaks volumes in and of itself, right? Larry Fink, for those of you who think I'm just spouting titles and regurgitating, somebody else's YouTube thing, no, we have done our research. Uh huh. That's right. Now, I grew up hearing about that name, but not really connecting the dots of that name. And that's through the whole hip hop culture. Let that sink in. Yeah. Another thing that they are investing in are crypto mining farms. So not only are they buying Bitcoin, but they are acquiring the asset that produces Bitcoin. Oh man, I'm going to say that again. Not only are they buying the dips of Bitcoin on the exchanges, and that's so that they could have control and allocation and custody. They have custody as an entity as an entity. They have custody over millions of Bitcoin, man. Over millions of Bitcoin. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. BlackRock is not only positioned in the digital asset, they are positioning themselves in the mining with the physical asset. All mining operations. This is a major uh, boost for the Bit Booster, because the Bit Booster is automatically going to be a part of these mining companies. Automatically. So the whole Bit Booster project by default is going to be accepted amongst any of the successful candidates who continue to be viable in the mining space. And if you've been following me, you know that, the Bit Harvest opportunity is getting highly recognized. The Bit Booster on because it's all different levels. It's levels to it. It's levels. They have to get theirs first. So they're doing what people like us are doing, positioning. They're positioning themselves. They're buying the actual physical assets. They're making the list and they're checking it twice. They're learning to see what companies are viable. Cheers. It's Sunday, first day of the week. Nothing like a nice cool beverage on a sunny day. Yes. So, as I was saying, with regards to the opportunity that is before us, it's about the speed of how you act on the news, because they are positioning themselves, right? And then we get the trickle down effect. Guarantee you, 4 years from now, it's gonna be all about Satoshis. 4 years from now, because everything is about 2030. Everything's leading up to 2030, right? 2030 this, 2030 that, 2030 for smart cities, 2030 Bitcoin to 1 million, 2030 pension scheme fail, 2030 mortality rate higher, 2030 another pandemic is on the horizon. Like everything, every topic is surrounding the 2030. Well, guess what? I've seen and witnessed how Bitcoin happened before, how it performed before, during, after the pandemic. And through the so-called recession. We're witnessing how Bitcoin is performing through the recession as we speak. So when Bitcoin does well, crypto does well, right? For those of us who are involved with crypto opportunities. However, speed is the key. The takeaway is this: when you see the people who have the not only just the money, they have the assets, they have the they have the influence, and they have the connections. Because it's not just about having the money when it comes to BlackRock. You see what I'm saying? Is sometimes it's not always about the money. It it's about who has more influence. And right now, Larry Fink is building his network, and the network that he is building is not a network that is going to uplift Bitcoin. It's a network to try and continue the original Ponzi scheme of the pension. We all know this. Our pension is a Ponzi scheme. However, Larry Fink of BlackRock is trying to promote this on a global scale, right? And he's using his political tactics and ties, and how he has learned. You know, he's only doing what he knows. So you know, that's what he was taught. He has an MBA. He doesn't have an MBA in crypto and blockchain. You see what I'm saying? So I can't blame him for trying to just do what he does. This presents an even greater opportunity for people like us who have knowledge, understand, and have the ability to apply. So when an opportunity like BitHarvest comes around, we know what time it is already, and we make a move. Congratulations to those who got their bit boosters and who are earning daily, and bless up to those who have referred someone and they got involved, and you see the income of their referrals, because it's going to be this system that is going to create the next generation of millionaires at the end of 2030. See, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen, in year two, three, or four. We're talking 2030, ladies and gentlemen, and we're at ground zero of a new technology that is being adopted from the top. So if the very top, right? If the very top company like BlackRock is acquiring crypto mining farms, why would you not get involved with a company that produces an income producing asset like a BitBooster, which allows you to mine Bitcoin at a Satoshi level and makes it uh, not only economical for individual or company, however, highly efficient for the entire Bitcoin network. You see, by being a part of BitHarvest, you don't take away from the network. You add to the network. You we uh, allow the network to be stronger. I'm talking about the Bitcoin network. By being involved with the BitHarvest technology, we are in. That is confirmation of consensus of of the solution that it solves, which is fast transactions of Bitcoin. Yes, fast transactions on the network. Yes, because we could all agree, right, that one of the problems is friction. It takes a little too long for the Bitcoin to transfer because of the network. However, with the BitHarvest network, we can move the Bitcoin much swifter, more, and it's capable of more transactions. Yes. And we can also agree, as you know, with the bit booster, with the satoshis and the increments, uh, with more adoption, it will be a reduce. There will also be a reduction with regards to the fees. And last but not least, don't forget the secondary opportunity with the bit harvest, with its own token, the bit harvest token, of which we would be uh, the first acceptors or recipients of. We will be the first recipients of this token, just like how people were the first recipients of the BNB coin when Binance were doing their airdrops. Whoever took place in airdrops, congratulations! Because that was a boom. People, you know, people became very wealthy from the airdrop boom, right? Myself included. You know, listen, even if it's $50, it was $50 that I would have never had received and been able to utilize or even exchange. And it was just to participate. It was just to participate, just to sign up. That time is coming again. Matter of fact, it's more along the lines of it's here with the Bit Booster, because if we have a way to mine Bitcoin by the Satoshi, then why would not be a product to mine Ethereum the same way? I'm just saying, it's coming, because whatever happens with Bitcoin is going to happen with the other cryptos. How, you can't have the spot Bitcoin ETF and not have, and not even consider a spot Ethereum. And now look, we have both. So if there is a mining apparatus for Bitcoin, for the Satoshi level, then why would there not be a mining apparatus for the Ethereum? So we could be earning $10 of Ethereum a day. Hello, who's gonna create that model? Or maybe I'll do it. That would be an awesome idea. Yeah, create something similar to BitBooster so that it mines Ethereum. They probably already have it and patented it, right? It's just about a time before they release it. However, whoever comes up with it, because the technology is there now. So all they have to do, because the technology of BitHarvest is open source. So just like how you needed the Bitcoin code to create Ethereum, well, with this code here, with the BitHarvest and how that works, you just whoever does it first, I guess, create the Ethereum version, and then they could create a BNB version along with everything else that becomes whatever opportunity can be mined. It becomes endless and boundless after that. And and I'm pretty sure, based on my knowledge, that that's how the value of a digital asset gains its or how it gets its gains, how it increases. Yeah, because once it has utility, you could use it for more things. So if the token, so if you need the token to create your token or the network, it drives, the more utility it gets, it drives up the value of the system because it's pulling from the system. Supply and demand. Once upon a time, BNB was not even in the top 10, and now it's a top 5. We now have a mining device for Bitcoin. Soon there will be a mining device for Ethereum. That will be coming soon. I'd rather be 5 years early than a day late. And when it comes to the crypto space, we are not late. We're still on ground floor with regards to crypto, ladies and gentlemen. Please believe it. Just in regards to crypto itself, we're still at the beginning. It's so much more to be had. It's going to be more craziness. It's going to be more millionaires. More. It's going to be more. Watch. Or, you could either, watch us or join us, and then you could enjoy. We could all enjoy it together. But if not, you know, hey. But if you enjoy the information, give a thumbs up. Yeah? Thanks for tuning in. Check out that info. And hey, consider, mining. It's free to sign up. 100 in crypto minimum to get involved. That's it. The rest is up to you. Whether you get a full bit booster or you just settle on the 100, you're still a millionaire by 2030. That's according to the people at the top. And when I say the top, I'm talking about the top of the corporate space, who's actively acquiring Bitcoin from a physical uh, allocative standpoint. They're actively getting it and having custody of it so that they can leverage it and use it and use it as leverage in the traditional system. There are a few companies doing that. That's what's going on. That's what you need to connect the dots, pay attention to. This is why Satoshis are going to be the thing, because these companies like BlackRock and MicroStrategy, right, are they have the money to acquire whole Bitcoins for the next 4 years because they're tied into the system. They have access to leverage. And according to Michael Saylor, Bitcoin goes up 200% a year on average. So when Bitcoin goes down, these companies, why do you think it goes back up? Because companies like MicroStrategy keep buying the dip. They keep buying that dip. They have everything on buy on every level. That's who's buying. If you want to know who is buying Bitcoin, it's the BlackRocks, and they're using that AI technology. They already have it. It's called supercomputers. It's now the supercomputer is in the palm of our hands. And we've translated it in the form of crypto and crypto technology and been able to, some of us were able to come out in round one on top. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now in round two of everything. Everything is about to kick all over again, the whole cycle. Because we have the ETFs, spot Bitcoin ETFs and spot ETFs. Now, what's going to come next? The regulated ICOs. That's what's going to take place next. So when the regulated ICO companies, when it gets that stamp of approval by uh, by the government, because now they have these spot Bitcoin ETF, they've got to accept companies that are going to launch ICOs under that product. That's what's coming, and that will be uh, a secret opportunity, because the only people who will be able to take advantage at that point would be the people who have crypto already, especially Bitcoin, because they're going to want your Bitcoin, i.e., the Satoshi. And the Satoshi will be at a price point where most of us will be able to afford it, because the dollar will be trash. So if you're in the space, you are in the race. Take time, live, and learn. One love and love. Bless up. Peace.